Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Anbiya wal Mursaleen. This is Mujeeb Kazi and you're watching Washington Roundtable on VOKTV. There is a sad and tragic developing story happening in Kashmir. A prominent freedom fighter figure, Yasin Malik, who has been put on trial illegally in India, in New Delhi court, and there are so much news that is out there that is being fabricated, and to some degree it is being told that Yasin Malik has accepted guilt, and he is, the Indian court are at the verge of convicting him and basically hang him to death. This is a very serious and a very tragic situation that Kashmiris are faced with, not only in the region but around the world. So we have a very special guest with us who is going to talk about this entire movement and what exactly is happening on the ground. That is none other than he is the chief convener for the JKLF, altaf Qadri sahab. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Very kind of you. Thank you.
Give us a rundown, because a lot of people out there are not aware of it. We were under the impression, because after the abrogation of Article 35 and 370, we were under the impression that it is a political movement, that Indian government is keeping all the politicians and the leaders, the freedom movement leaders, in house arrest or maybe in the jail. But now the death is hovering around the leaders. What's going on?
Ever since this government basically has come into power, the BJP government, which is basically backed up by the RSS, which is known fascist organization in India, and they have absolutely changed the rules of the game in Kashmir. They have decided to go all out against the people of Kashmir and persecute them. So as a result of that, the 370 was abrogated, then followed by 35A, and then the statehood also. So it's a well-designed game plan hatched in RSS headquarters, executed by the central government, where people have no say at all. At the same time, Kashmir is practically a prison, is an open-air prison in the world. And it's a very highly concentrated, army-concentrated piece of land in the world, where almost over 1 million army is being deployed, and which is a very small area. Basically, it is not Jammu, it is only Kashmir, where mostly the Muslim-speaking areas. So it has a communal content and malified intentions behind the whole game plan.
So give us a brief synopsis of this case that is being orchestrated against Yasin Malik, who is head of a freedom fighting organization which is fighting for peaceful movement for the freedom of Kashmir, and that is a birthright of any human being wherever they are breathing out there in the world. So why Yasin Malik is the target?
Yasin Malik is basically the target simply because he is completely committed and dedicated to his cause to bring freedom and create an independent sovereign state of Kashmir for its people, where nobody will be prosecuted and where nobody will be killed. And he wants to create a country where peace and prosperity will usher. Yasin Malik actually has started this freedom struggle. So in the initial period of time, as things were needed, he started militant movement, and in that militant movement, so of course, people would carry out their own missions, and so in the meantime, when he got arrested, so then he got influenced by Gandhi's approach, that was non-violent approach, and he mended his ways, and he adopted non-violent freedom struggle movement, and in fact, it was being promised to him that he will be given a space, like Gandhi was given space by the English government. But it did happen for a small period of time, but as they saw that Yasin Malik is proving to be more effective through peaceful struggle, so then they lost the nerve, actually. When India started losing the nerve, then they started increasing the pressure on Yasin Malik. First of all, they used to arrest his friends, his colleagues, then they killed his people also. And Even then, that did not hesitate Yasin Malik to come out in full force with peaceful struggle. And then he got popularity within India, in the international world. As a matter of fact, he was here in Washington. He was once being said he is a Jerry Adams of Kashmir. And then as the things went on, the new governments came in power in India. So a time came when a direct fascist government assumed the power. So they thought this is the time that we should change the whole gamut. And they started resorting to pure violence, vindicta, and victimization. It is a part of that.
Qadri sir, thank you very much for being on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for today. And we hope and pray a goodness come out of this whole episode and the life of Yasin Malik is saved. And the Kashmiri diaspora living around the world will rise up to the occasion, keeping their personal biases on the side, come up with the one united voice, release Yasin Malik from the prison and let him be a free man. Until next time, take good care of yourself. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.